because that was just a complete piece of shit.
It's amazing. It's an amazingly liberating feeling. To finally realize
Harrison Ford and Josh Hartnett. What's going on here?
Nothing says 90s like that movie, but it was made in the 2000s.
Yeah, that's also a problem with it.
Morbius, what?
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another week. We are here to talk about everything. And I watched Moonfall last night with Tony.
I've heard nothing but bad things about that movie, but I hope you like it. Genuinely, I hope you liked it.
Roland Emmerich movies are a guilty pleasure of mine. I love them, even though they're horrible. And Moonfall was awful. I wouldn't say awful. It was funny when it probably shouldn't have been. But I didn't know there was going to be, spoiler alert, aliens in this movie. Or aliens.
The moon is crash landing into the earth. You don't think there's a chance?
And it's a Roland Emmerich movie.
I like the cast. I like Patrick Wilson. He's in it. And Halle Berry's in it.
And fucking Jon Snow's best friend is in it.
Yep.
Yes. And Ant-Man's best friend. I can't think of his name.
Michael Pena.
Michael Pena is awesome. I do love that guy.
Yeah. It's everything you'd expect from a Roland Emmerich film. I laughed. I had silly. I wish I'd seen it in theaters because it's more of that kind of spectacle. But I'm glad I didn't pay a lot of money to see it.
Why would you pay the money to see that in theaters?
I haven't paid to see any Roland Emmerich movies except for Independence Day in theaters.
See, you're doing it right.
I literally chose to spend time with my stepchildren rather than watching that
movie. Have you guys seen the new Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers movie?
Yep. I have not yet.
I
want to.
It's pretty damn good, man. I really liked it a lot. It breaks the fourth wall a lot. There's a bunch of goofy cameos you didn't expect.
There's that one cameo that broke my brain because I'm like, oh my god, you're actually gonna make this image work. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
I've seen the trailers for it, and I love the angle that they took.
It's.
I thought that was really cool for another fucking here we go again nostalgia movie.
Yeah.
But I definitely want to see that.
Yeah, I've heard it's the Roger Rabbit sequel we all wanted.
It's a good it's a spiritual successor to Roger Rabbit. Roger Rabbit, I feel, is the superior film.
Oh yeah,
but Chip and Dale's got some heart to it, so it works. Your kids will like it. There were some nostalgic moments, like Dan mentioned, that I felt kind of worked for me. Okay, even though I'm kind of over, nostalgia love in movies all the time, this one actually kind of worked because at least it was aware of what it was doing.
I like J.K. Simmons in it too. I just like hearing his.
How do you not like J.K. Simmons in
almost
I know, but
J.K. Simmons and Tim Robinson voicing that one cameo I was talking about. Those are the two highlights for me. I'm like, yep, this works. I watched RRR twice this weekend. And
is that just the movie name? Because I've heard about it.
Yeah, it's called RRR. It's a Hollywood movie, so it's 3 hours long, but you don't feel those 3 hours because it is relentless. The action, the drama, the musical numbers, everything is cranked to 11. I'm not joking. This is a fun thing to watch. and not in like a it's terrible. No, it's not terrible at all. It's like epic, and I was just like, I might watch it again today. Like,
all right.
If I still had Netflix, I might do it, but I at this point I just like stringing them on because I keep getting daily emails from them saying, "Dan, it's been 40-some days since you watched Netflix. Come back and see what you're missing."
Fucking Netflix is like a jilted lover. Fucking like, Dan, why did you leave us?
Netflix
so
and
good
Facebook.
Together, Dan.
Like I haven't gone on Facebook page in forever. They started texting me that people were doing shit.
Oh Jesus!
And it's just like, why? Why are you doing this? Like, go away.
Hated by puppies.
Oh, yay!
I'll hang on to my Netflix so long until RRR's on Blu-ray. Then I'll dump my Netflix because I'll be like, I have RRR on Blu-ray, so why not?
Yeah. Or I could just wait until it's on Blu-ray and be surprised because I completely forgot everybody's reviews about it.
Sorry. I guess I should have muted myself also.
Oh, good. Hearing you crawl a dog is good entertainment too.
Today we are going to do our top 5 80s horror comedies, and it kind of fits the month because Doctor Strange is directed by one of the kings of horror comedies, Sam Raimi. So this was a perfect pick and perfect on topic kind of pick too for the month.
Yeah, totally. We definitely didn't come up with this topic 4 minutes before the cast started.
It's better than what I have. As top 5 movies with characters named Justin.
I asked him what the topic was, like whatever you choose, and then he put it in the main chat. I was like, oh, I guess I'm making a topic. And Dan saved me. Yeah.
Justin's in the hot seat today.
No, if you like this topic, it was Dan's idea. I just said 80s, and he ran with it.
No, this is good. I wanted to stay in the 80s too, but I'm like, have we done the 80s yet? I'm like, I'm pretty sure.
I think we have.
Yeah, we did. I Googled us and found it right there. Hey, nice. George, when's the perfect 10 coming back, man? Let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
So let's start with Max.
We're starting with me. I mean,
no, Book and Pen guy is not.
Obviously, my list is already done. I'm no Book and Pen guy. I'm not currently working on the list, but I don't know horror. I'm surprised you're starting with me. Okay, instead of doing my top 5 horror comedy movies,
he did his 5 favorite Western.
Oh,
I did the top 5 horror 80s horror comedy movies that I want to watch from looking at the horror art because I've only seen like 2. So my list starts with Class of Nukem High.
Nice.
It looks all right. Just from the title, obviously you can I'm pretty sure the movie doesn't stray far from this title. It's going to be some sort of post-nuclear apocalypse at high school. Sure. So that's what we're going with, Class of Nukem High. I haven't seen it yet, but looks pretty cool. Looks fifth cool from the cover.
It's a trauma film, so you know it's going to have nudity and nasty, gory bits. So,
all right,
my favorite kind of bits.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's spring, George. It's not summer.
Listen, if you want to take an extended summer vacation,
it's fine.
Just because it's spring now doesn't make it not his summer vacation.
All right, Justin, what have you got for number 5?
Mine was American Werewolf in London, because I've only watched this a few times as a kid, but I really liked it. But I didn't know it was a comedy until like this second watching, because as a kid I was terrified. But yeah, I really liked it. I would just definitely check it out. It's a fun movie.
It is. It's a great movie. The transformation is fantastic.
Yeah, the first time watching that, I was like, "This is terrifying." I don't know how old I was, but I was probably 10, 11. I was like, this might get me.
All right, Dan, what do you got?
My number 5 is The Lost Boys.
That's a
Hey.
comedy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Huh.
Dude, the Frog Brothers. Come on.
I don't fucking know. I don't watch that shit.
And what?
The reason Max couldn't come up with 5 horror comedies is he finds them all to be horrific.
You lost me at horror. So you just lost me at horror.
No, like all the kids have like, you know, their pun lines like Schwarzenegger when they kill the vampires, and there's the whole singing in the bathtub scene, which I think is the best part of the whole movie. But
The reveal of the leader cracks me up every time too.
yeah.
Yep,
For sure.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course, that guy.
Yeah, it's a great film that I think is overshadowed by some of the other ones on my list. So that's why it's number 5.
Okay. All right, Mike.
I did mine a little differently just because I knew we were going to have a lot of crossover. Like I've already heard a couple that are on my list. So I did mine like a wine pairing. So each of these 5 ranks, it's going to get less comedic, more horrific as we go along. And each level has a different theme. And I'm just going to mention the movies, not get into them too much because I'm sure we'll talk about some of them. This first level is called Snarky Scares, where the lead characters are kind of self-aware and they know this is a horrific situation, but also it's kind of silly. Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, and Ghostbusters.
Hey.
Nice.
So there you go. That's my number 5 choices. My pairings, if you will.
Nice. I need to see Elvira. I wrote that down the last time we did a top 5, and it's sitting by my player to watch. So looking forward to it. My number 5 is a tie. It is Sleepaway Camp 2 and 3 because it has some of the funniest death sequences in 2 films, and they roll one right into the other. Like she leaves the one bloodied up camp to go to another bloodied up camp where the cops are looking for her. So I love Sleepaway Camp 2 and 3. I think they're hilarious. They have horrible reviews on Rotten Tomatoes, but that's not why you watch a Sleepaway Camp movie.
For good movies, you don't watch
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. What do critics know?
Word.
All right, are we back on me?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. We're gonna have to go with Steve Martin in The Man with Two Brains. Solid cover. It's got like half of his head removed. Check that picture out, and if you like the picture, go ahead and watch the movie. You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with Steve Martin. Or you can't, but he's a funny guy, and I like this cover. He's looking pretty zany, and I like the idea of him having 2 brains in there, like arguing with each other.
So there's a 50% chance this could go wrong for you if you watch it, Max.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's nowhere near horror, but okay.
Oh, it came up in when I
Really?
Googled.
Okay.
I mean, he has, or one part is like he has to kill people, or
Yeah, okay.
or
But
he's
I mean,
driven to want to kill people.
And I could see being murdered by Steve Martin as horrific. So,
Just making
but
jokes the whole time.
yeah.
I think that's more in the vein of like, The Naked Gun being a police procedural. Like.
Isn't it though, Dan?
It is.
All right. Well, I haven't seen it obviously, so I didn't know it shouldn't make the list. But
I don't know.
But blame Google because they put the picture there and I saw it, so that's their fault, not mine.
Blame his research.
His notebook has failed him.
He's got footnotes and everything down there.
How dare you besmirch the notebooks there? Fucking the notebook has got a list in it. It's doing its job. The notebook is nothing wrong.
There is ink on these pages.
That movie's sitting by my DVD player, Max. You should come over and we'll watch it.
No, I'm good. I'm good. But it looks the picture looks really really cool.
Okay.
Justin?
Yeah. So I swapped out because Lost Boys was also on my list at the number 4 spot, but Dan made it such a good point, so I just let him run with it. So I switched out for Gremlins.
Right.
Gremlins is my number 4 also. Yeah.
Cool. But yeah,
Also a Christmas movie.
Yes,
just like Die
very much
Hard.
so.
Yeah, don't feed these little bastards after midnight, and you should be golden. But they end up doing that, and yeah, and then they turn into gremlins.
I got a question, Justin. And this is a question I've had since I was a kid. What time zone? Like midnight? What time zone?
What's that? Oh, what's that? Where the clock starts.
Are we in Gremlins 2 now? Like, because that's the exact same question from Gremlins.
Yeah.
Oh, was it in Gremlins 2? Gremlins 2 is my favorite of the Gremlins, but you don't have Gremlins 2 without Gremlins.
Greenwich Meridian, right? That meantime, that would be my midnight, right? For demonic and/or demon-possessed animals.
Yeah, second mention of Corey Feldman on this list, or Corey Feldman movie.
He owned the 80s though, so I'm not surprised.
One of them.
All right, Dan.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have a lot of crossovers. Yep. So just keep going.
Yeah, just roll with it. Yeah.
My number 4 is the Monster Squad.
Hey.
Because
I've seen that one.
Yeah, see, there you go. Wolfman's got nards. But yeah, it was never really like appreciated in its time. It never really found its audience. But it's a solid flick with the old Universal monsters and a group of kids that have to stop them. It's not bad.
I want to see that. And George's number 5 is The Witches of Eastwick. I have not seen either. Is it good?
I haven't seen that in forever.
It's okay.
I'm gonna have to revisit it now. Thanks.
So,
thanks, George.
Jack Nicholson and
he turns into a flower at the end or something.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway.
Nice. Mike, what's your number 4?
My number 4 theme was pest control, and you've already talked about one of these films, Gremlins and Beetlejuice, just because, Beetlejuice is kind of a pest that the couple wishes they didn't unleash on the house. And as funny as these movies can be, they're also mildly very horrific.
I thought when he said pest control, we were going to hear about arachnophobia.
Yeah.
Is that 80s, right?
90s.
Yeah.
90s. I tried, and no.
I actually watched the Beetlejuice cartoon before I saw the Beetlejuice movie, and I was seeing it like live action and everything kind of like really tripped me out. So like I don't know, the horror comedy part of that like is something, because
the head shrinking stuff.
Yeah, like him with the line. Oh my god, because I'm not used to this cartoon, and when you see this stuff as a cartoon, you easily just brush it off or whatever. But yeah, it definitely took me back.
I love a lot of the little idiosyncrasies of Beetlejuice. My favorite part, I think, is the little monster priest that's just standing there.
Yeah.
And Catherine O'Hara tries to run over to Winona Ryder, but she sees the little monster priest just looking at her, and she's like...
My number 4 was also Gremlins. So, Max, what's your number 3?
My number 3 goes to The Little Shop of Horrors. I've still yet to see this movie, and the picture reminded me that I still need to watch this movie. So that's why it's going to the number 3 spot.
It's a good one, too.
I've started it. I've never finished it. So, I've seen the Steve Martin Dentist. I think, he gets introduced, and then, something happened. We had to stop watching.
Oh, man.
But,
go ahead, Dan. His whole song there is brilliant in that. That's like the best part of the whole movie. Mm-hmm. Maybe one of the best parts of Steve Martin's career.
Yeah. All right.
Is Bill Murray the sadomasochist patient?
Yeah.
That's right. Have you ever seen the original 60s one, Dan, or anyone else?
Yes.
Yeah.
I have not. I want to. With Jack Nicholson?
Oh, yes.
The original's pretty good. Yeah. But I got to go with the 80s one.
I know. I'm not against Little Shop of Horrors. I've definitely been to watch it. I just haven't because I'm a fat, lazy asshole. So
yeah. Is it scary? I don't know.
A giant plant of fat people.
All right, me and Marty McFly don't take kindly to be called a chicken, Mike.
My Mike's like, drive to me then.
Just don't go over 80.
I'm gonna drive to your house right now, and we'll watch Little Shop of Horrors together.
What?
I have a copy.
You can go to Dan's.
You don't have to go that far.
It's a lot closer to you, Max.
My number 3, and it's already been talked about a little bit, but Ghostbusters. Big fan. Can't miss 80s horror comedy. Please go check it out if you haven't.
And definitely the best of the franchise, I would say. I guess Fight Me.
Also, small plug, Mike and I, and actually Jason and I talked to Randy Edelman, who did a lot of music for Ghostbusters. So please go and watch that too.
Yeah, Ghostbusters 1 is the best of the franchise. I don't think anybody will argue with you on that.
Yeah, I think
I don't think you're
to die on like
hot take Orlando.
It's just me that freaking the Iwo Jima of Ghostbusters 1 is the best. Raising the flag.
Yeah.
I like them all, but 1 is definitely the best of the trilogy.
It's a very populated hill to die on.
It's
quadrilogy.
That's true. Yes.
Oh.
Technically, I guess.
Yeah.
Huh.
Same universe for sure.
All right, Dan, what is your number 3?
My number 3 is Herbert West Reanimator.
Hey, I need to be on the list somewhere.
Reanimator almost made my list, but the cover isn't great. I just like the title.
Dude, Jeffrey Combs? It is Jeffrey, right? I think so. Yeah. He's got a brother. I always screw him up. But he is like one of the best straight men in like horror. Because he plays that role so well the whole time, and he's making like goofy shit happens. He reanimates a guy's head, and he's just kind of like, "Huh, that worked, good."
Mr. West, I suggest you get a pen.
But yeah, it's good. Like it's like a slow burn. It does have a lot of comedy in it, and then the last 15 minutes, you've got like intestines flying everywhere, and it just turns great. But yeah, that's it. Max would not like it.
Mike,
is it my turn? Okay, so number 3 for me, my topic was Suburban Supernatural. I don't have physical copies of these movies. So no, I went with American Werewolf in London and The Lost Boys, even though Werewolf in London isn't technically suburban, but it's just got that lived-in kind of quality to it. And I love his zombie friend in the mirror that always, like, I don't know, just his casualness about it, like, really works. And yeah, Lost Boys, we already talked about that as well. And I always crack up at the reveal of the lead villain. It just, you don't see it coming, and then you're like, oh, of course, in this world, of course he's the lead villain.
Well, my number 3 is going to be Return of the Living Dead. I halfway through this list, I took off Beetlejuice and Ghostbusters and The Lost Boys because they came up. So yeah, my number 3 is Return of the Living Dead. I have no problem putting it here. The movie's funny. It's fun. It's a kind of a campy sequel to Night of the Living Dead, and I loved it. It's hilarious. Max?
Yep. I was just talking to myself about unmuting myself. My number 2 is going to go to The Burbs. This is a cool cover. It's got Tom Hanks on it. And he's holding a garden hose and a spatula. And I'm just like, like if they could just make everyday life and like I don't even want the movie to be like actually scary. I just like want them to just treat everyday suburban life like horror. Like
just a horror.
Oh god, they get so miserable watering the plants.
You just see someone locking his kid in the basement for not cleaning the dishes. Just like get down.
Yes, yeah. So
I just love that every one of these so far is Max going, yeah, cool cover, the cover.
Yeah. He's done some good picks though. Like I
don't get me wrong, yeah, they're solid. It's just like I just love that that's your lead, and because you've never seen really any of these aside from 2, you said.
When I was a kid, I loved The Burbs. Like it was like I would go to this little tiny like corner store in the middle of nowhere, and they had like 3 racks of movies.
Dan watched all of them.
And The Burbs was one of them.
I grew up watching the 1970 animated Hobbit movie, and so Brother Theodore plays Gollum in that. And so when I first saw The Burbs, and Grandpa comes in and shit, and I'm like, wait a minute, I know that voice. Holy shit, that's Gollum.
I got an image of Dan skipping to the video store, like whistling.
Yeah, The Burbs.
He's got like a basket for some reason, and he's just like la 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 la.
Off to rent The Burbs.
No, it was like 4 blocks away. I had to ride a bike, country blocks, not.
So a mile.
Peter,
I was in the middle of nowhere. No, several,
4 farms away.
like 3 or 4 miles. I'm gonna.
That's
say.
what I was saying. A mile a block. That's
Yeah.
My number 2 was Beetlejuice. Speaking of childhood things, I made my dad and I watch this like every week for probably a few months. I don't know what it caught me about it, but as a kid, I really liked Beetlejuice. Like it's a big fan.
They have excellent use of Harry Belafonte in this movie.
Right? Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sure not a lot of people are going to agree, but I think Beetlejuice is Tim Burton's like crowning achievement.
No, see, that is actually a hill that you might be fighting.
Yeah, that's.
I'm not a
That's
Tim Burton
interesting.
fan though. Like I like Batman and I like Beetlejuice, and I thought his Dumbo was amazing for all the reasons that Disney let him make it. The reason I think it's brilliant, Mike, is because it's about a company that's like extorting all these smaller companies to pull them into their fold, and like Tim Burton made this with Disney like backing it. I just think it's fantastic.
Cool. They acknowledge it, but they still do it.
The irony.
I just love the fact that he immediately was like, "I have to explain this to Mike."
Yeah.
Just like
He made a face.
I made a face.
Okay.
It's fair. Yeah, it's cool if they're self-referential like that and keep doing the stuff that they are saying that evil corporation does in the movie. Funny.
But you left out Sleepy Hollow, and that's I
Hollow
think Tim.
is solid.
That's my favorite Burton movie.
I don't like that one. Boring.
Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah.
You don't like Edward Scissorhands?
Edward Scissorhands was okay, but I haven't seen it since whenever it came out.
Dan's eyes died when he said
I like
he
Yeah.
hated it.
I like
Yeah.
Pee-wee's Big Adventure, which might be
My eyes got angry, and I'm like, well,
That's
this
true, yeah.
isn't the right time for a fight. So,
I like
okay.
Mars Attack.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, okay.
Mars
okay.
Attacks is Tim Burton. I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Mars Attacks is way better than whatever movie you said just now.
Beetlejuice? No, it's not.
Mars Attacks is way better than something.
Sleepy Hollow.
Great A.
That.
Anytime I think of Mars Attacks, I just think of the dude putting his finger in the alien's mouth and then just biting down and spitting into a fish tank. That's all I ever picture.
It's such a good movie, man. Like, I mean, so many good parts. Like Martin Short has the bit part of just the really horny advisor guy. It's just weird that they got so many people in there. Anyway,
I do have a stack of Tim Burton movies I'm going to give a second chance to. Because I appreciate them more since I've been an adult. Because I didn't like
Sleepy
Batman
Hollow
for the
on
longest
that.
time. What's that?
Put Sleepy Hollow on that.
I will put Sleepy Hollow just for you, Dan.
Okay. That's
Bottom
a
of
good
the
one.
list. It'd be 25. Jason, but I finally got to Sleepy Hollow.
Sleepy Hollow is like a straight up Hammer film in the late 90s.
Yeah.
I
That's what I love about it. They even got Christopher Lee in there.
That's metal. I'm down.
Christopher Lee is metal.
But also Ian McDiarmid, the Emperor's in it too.
That's sweet.
And Ferris Bueller's principal, who's extremely creepy nowadays. So.
Yeah.
Hyper cringe. But Christopher Lee, that guy, just like the most metal dude of all time.
Have you heard his metal?
Yes, yes.
It's interesting. Like, I'm gonna make a history of Charlemagne in metal. Okay.
I'm 90. Let's do a metal Christmas album. Like, why not?
Yeah.
Are we on my number one?
No, we're on Dan's number 2.
Where are we?
Dan's
Oh,
How
my
about
number
Jason
2
knows?
is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2.
Hey.
That
This is a
movie's
comedy.
hilarious.
This is a
It
comedy.
is. It's Bill Moseley just the whole time as Chop Top is just like picking at his head because he's got a metal plate in there and it's like his head's half bare and it's just and Leatherface has girlfriend problems.
Who doesn't?
How
And,
did that guy have girlfriend problems? He's obviously a 10.
Oh yeah, of course.
That is a movie I'm rewatching because when I saw it for the first time, I thought it was awful. But I've had
Dude.
so many people tell me to rewatch it. Like I watched Texas Chainsaw 1 and I've seen the remake. So going into it, I expected like a horror film, but it's not that at all.
No, Toby Hooper knew exactly what he was doing, and like you realize that after seeing the movie and then looking at the poster again. The poster is a ripoff of the Breakfast Club. So
That's
yeah. Like that's your first hint. Like he's like, well, I can't really do it scarier than that, so we'll just go a totally different route.
I did watch the actual original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. My stepdaughter had it on, and I was just like sitting there. I, was like,
I hate this.
but like it's not really scary, Like I understand, like in the 70s, like that would be, this is the first time this kind of movie was made. This would be
How
scary.
long did you watch it?
I watched the whole thing.
You watched the
I think
whole
I
thing
watched the whole thing.
from beginning to end?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it
All
starts with like the kids in the bus, or like there's like weird shit's going on at the cemetery, and they're like, let me go check to make sure my family member's like body wasn't desecrated, and then they get lost and they go to the fucking house and shit. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I watched the whole thing.
Okay.
Yeah, it sounds like you did.
Yeah, the fucking guy in the wheelchair, like that's the movie, right?
Got the chainsaw.
Yeah, all right.
The chainsaw guy in the wheelchair.
Like what I found most hilarious was Grandpa. They were like, "Here, Grandpa, like hit him."
Yeah.
And he can't even like hold the fucking hammer. Like yeah, so that was funny for me. That was the
Okay.
tops.
Wow, Max didn't find a movie
You've been-
scary that I found horrifying.
You've been hanging around me too much, Max. Like that's
Desensitization. Yeah.
that's a Dan funny moment there. Like
I mean, like this decrepit old dude, like just trying to hold, like they're trying to put the hammer in his hand. He's just like 800 years old. I'm like, come on. Grandpa was the best.
Max is like, after Videodrome, nothing phases me anymore.
yeah.
But yeah, so I don't know.
We don't talk about Videodrome, Jason.
No, we don't talk
not around Max.
That's
Don't worry, we'll be talking about Crimes of the Future instead in a couple of weeks.
I have no frame of reference, and I'm not sad about that.
I'm interested.
I watched the teaser for that, and I almost threw up in my mouth.
Wow!
I knew it was Cronenberg, of course, but I was like, I wasn't ready for some of that. I was like, okay.
Oh, this sounds amazing already, and that's the teaser trailer.
I'm good. I'm good on that one. I'll pass. Hard pass from Max.
All right, hard pass.
Oh, is it
Mike?
You went right then. Okay,
Yeah,
my number 2. I call this theme all the feels because I feel like everyone in both these films, they just act their little hearts out to the joy and to the annoyance of me as the viewer. First up, Evil Dead 2.
Hey.
All the feels, all the emotions across Campbell's face throughout that. And it's meant to be funny, certainly. And the original Sleepaway Camp, I constitute this as kind of comedic, even though it's playing more as a straightforward horror film, but after living in Jersey for a while, I can vouch that these kids are real and they're annoying as shit. And also her aunt.
Yes.
Absolutely. Like, what is that performance? But it's
great. Now, did I hear disdain for Evil Dead 2 from you, sir?
Disdain?
No, he liked it.
Yeah.
He liked
Oh,
it.
okay, good. Okay, good.
It was what I paired it with, which was all the feels. Because Bruce Campbell conveys all the feels in Evil Dead 2.
Okay.
All right. Well, my number 2 is not Videodrome.
Why is that
It
an image
is-
you use?
why do we have a picture of the stomach vagina there, JT?
It is a tie for Critters and Fright Night. I
Nice.
love both of these movies so much. I love all the
Okay.
Critters. Leonardo DiCaprio got a start in Critters 3, but I'm going with the second one for my number 2 because they form like Voltron into a huge ball of critters, and it's fantastic. I love them all. I even love the new movie that came out a few years ago, Critters Attacks. I'm all in on Critters.
Even more horribly, they form a giant monkey Batman out of all the
Yeah.
critters.
Oh god.
Yes.
Oh, I regret watching that animation so much.
Yes. We told you not to.
I
if you would've listened
know.
to the
I
cast.
know you did, and it was bad.
Oh yeah, it's bad.
Justin, what is your number? Or Max, what's your number 1?
All right, my number 1 goes to, and this movie looks fucking awesome. All right, it's called The Stuff.
Yeah.
I was dying looking at this movie. I was like, this dude's just got like ooze coming out of his eyes and mouth,
Uh-huh.
and it looks awful. And I was like, they just called it The Stuff. I mean, like the thing must have come out, and they're like, okay, we just need the one word, like.
Okay, did you read the blurb about it?
No. I didn't read anything about any of
Okay,
these movies.
Okay.
I just
Straight
looking
imagery.
at the covers.
It's called the stuff because they find it in some mine somewhere and it tastes like amazing, so they start marketing it, and everybody buys it. It's like it's shown as like a cross between like yogurt and marshmallows.
Okay.
But yeah, and this kid figures out that it's evil and it's taken over people. And
Oh boy.
yeah, here you go. Just watch the trailer,
All right.
Oh wait. Oh.
or not. Okay, whatever.
Calm down. I gotta do it with
So-
the audio.
Man.
Okay, here we
so
go.
angry
What's
with
going
you.
on
Make
over
sure.
here?
Goodness
Make
sake,
sure I had it
production
right.
value.
Oh,
Come
my
on, this is
God.
professionalism.
Check it out.
Sensation, light and free now.
Light is free now.
Elevation.
Bye.
Enough is
Stuff.
never
Titillating
enough.
treat.
Enough is never enough of the stuff.
Low calorie. I love this fucking 80s. Like,
Hungry for more. Stuff. Taste that delivers.
So they're like in a mine, they just scrape it off a rock.
Yeah.
We interrupt this presentation with the following urgent message.
Tonight, America is in grave danger.
oh, dude, that guy.
Yeah.
We are under alien attack.
Oh,
by
the
a
marshmallow
popular
is
dessert
green
known as
everywhere.
the stuff.
See? Mm.
Here, Jason. Take some.
Holy shit! I need to watch.
Don't eat that.
Don't eat
There
that.
is something alive in there.
I need to watch this when we're done.
There's something
Oh,
alive.
Oh,
dude, this
God.
stuff coming out of the
Benign
toilet.
bacteria.
Does
Yeah.
that mean someone already passed or is it stuff with the
If the
Stuff is
stuff
hiding
is
in
in
the
your
pillow.
house, do not eat it. If you have it on your shelves, do not sell it. If you distribute this material, close your doors, make no more sales.
Like a marshmallow fluff.
Good job, man. And the rest of my evening today.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That's some heavy stuff.
Number one search on Pornhub.
The stuff.
Yeah, that's my number 1. The stuff.
I like that Max. I mean, your whole list is actually pretty damn good, man. Like,
Yeah, you nailed it.
That's
Like
that's
my
what I
top
do every
5.
time. That's how you like notebook and pen guy. You know, like we make it happen.
He does not
Now-
play.
You know we expect follow through on these now, Max. Like,
Yeah.
you have to
Oh,
watch
no,
these now.
don't do that.
Yeah.
No,
Don't do that.
we're
You're
not
just-
letting you off the hook. You said
you're
you like
just-
the covers. You have to
Yeah,
watch
that's
them
right.
now.
He's
You
notebook and
for
pen
a
guy, not
world
follow
of-
through guy.
A whole 5 list of disappointment, right? Don't.
It's not disappointment. It's awesome.
Yeah,
No, if you're
No.
expecting me to follow up on my
Yeah.
list,
Oh, okay. Got
He's,
it.
he's the one delivering the disappointment, not
yeah,
the
like, it probably won't ever. I'm not gonna say it'll never
fades.
happen, but there's like a 99.8% chance.
Can I
that-
just
Hey,
say,
hey. To be fair, I know his wife likes these movies, so I could just text her and say, "Hey, make Max watch this top
Hey, you're
5.
a dick. You're
just a setup.
Dude, I never thought of that. Hold on.
If it's, yeah, you guys are all dicks, and that's not cool.
With that last trailer, with the stuff trailer, can I just say Arrow Video is like knocking it out of the park with some of these re-releases. Like some of these look really solid. Like
yeah.
I got the Versus Blu-ray from them, so it was like,
so good,
so good.
I've yet to see their like remaster of it, but yeah.
Yeah, they're like the more out there Criterion.
Completely unrelated topic. Jason and I went to a garage sale, and he found fucking Dogma on Blu-ray, and that is like impossible to find.
I got
it. Yeah, because you already had it, assholes.
yes, I did.
It's impossible to find now.
Of course it is.
It's like a $70 movie now, and I texted Max. I said, "Are you still looking for Dogma?" And I was like, "I got it for you for $1."
I'm not spending $70 on that fucking Blu-ray. Got it for $1 at a garage sale.
Bringing that back to the last topic, that's also how I feel about Arrow Video. I don't want to spend $70 on that Blu-ray. Yeah. I know it's nice, but
yeah, Dogma's fine, but it's not $70.
We need someone to redistribute. What was it, Near Dark? Like, because that apparently is so hard to find. Unless you've got
I've got the 2-disc special edition DVD.
Yeah, but apparently now it goes for like hundreds. Apparently, because it isn't widely distributed anymore.
I may not have that too much longer.
Tomorrow it is gone.
No.
And during or
$200, you say?
yeah, exactly. How much is Dogma going for? Near Dark, oh boy.
Either during or after the Criterion sales, Borders or Barnes and Nobles does half off Arrow to make them only like $20.
Oh shit! Okay.
So keep an eye on that because that's the only way to buy those movies is the half off.
Yeah, because
at Barnes and Nobles.
I find them used at like half price books, and they're still like $30, and I'm like, damn, that's
half price to terrible.
No.
My number one, swinging back to the actual list, Evil Dead 2, Bruce Campbell.
Nice.
I love everything Bruce Campbell does when it comes to like the Evil Dead stuff. So he had to be on my list, and I've watched that the most recently, and I'm a big fan. Go ahead, sorry.
Evil Dead 2 is also my number one, Justin, and
nice.
It's fantastic. Like Bruce Campbell's timing for comedy is just impeccable, and the way the two of them work together is great. And I was a huge fan of Ash vs. Evil Dead. There's a lot of things in that show that I never thought I needed to see, and I saw, and I was like, thank you so much for bringing this into my life. I agree with you. I just actually ordered the Evil Dead video game last night.
Nice.
Which Bruce Campbell reprised as Ash. It's like the Friday the 13th game where one person.
Yeah.
Oh, then never mind. I don't know. I can't guarantee.
That's why, like the one player campaign is kind of meh, is what I've heard.
I didn't know there was a one player campaign. I'm looking forward to.
I think there is
because I really like Friday the 13th.
I do when there's like that awesome like Japanese dude that knows how to do everything, and you just like run your survivor behind him, and he jumps in the car and drives you to safety. That's fun.
Thank you, kind sir, for delivering me from evil.
When you're with a bunch of guys that like don't know what the hell they're doing, they're just like, oh look, it's Jason, and it just ruins your whole chances of getting anything going on. So,
I like running from Jason. That's fun.
I don't know. I like that Jason can't jump through the window. He clearly does at the end of part 2.
Yeah.
Not Evil Dead 2. The first Evil Dead. You remember we were showing movies at work on the projector screen?
Yeah.
Greatest like that movie is less comedy and more horror than the other ones.
Yeah.
But the thing that makes Evil Dead 1 a comedy for me is I was watching it like for the first time with this dad and his like 12 or 13-year-old daughter, and the tree rape scene happens, and like I'm just like looking at his face the whole time, and like because he completely forgot that scene was in there.
Yeah.
And then like
Of
the daughter is like, obviously he's like, oh my god, I can't believe I'm watching this movie, and then he's like, oh my god, I can't believe I brought my daughter to this. And yeah, so that made it hilarious for me because it was a really, really awkward moment. And yeah, I will never forget that.
Nice. Fond memories.
Yes, indeed. But what's your number one, Dan?
My number one is The Return of the Living Dead.
Hey.
Because
It's great.
yeah, that too. But yeah, I remember seeing this like way before I probably should have, and I don't know, like this is like where my love of horror started. I think. Just I have the one dude in the basement where they just like knock his head off, with a baseball bat. It is brilliant. I like that it's a comedy that ends like the bleakest way you possibly can, because they just end up nuking the whole city and it still doesn't save anything. And it's, I don't know, it has jokes, and yet it is a joke about life.
I think I saw it when I was super young. I don't remember. Is that the first movie that had talking zombies in it?
Could be.
Right.
Well, yeah, like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Like Day of the Dead, like Bob talked kind of talked a little bit.
Fascinating. I like the
yes.
Return of the Living Dead 3 is not great, but I love the lady in that movie.
There's a continuing story between like 3 and 5 that somebody on YouTube was like trying to explain. Which
some guy on YouTube one time.
Yeah, which are always great watches. So but anyway, Mike.
My final pairing is under the theme of laughing and crying, because moments where you can laugh at it and then moments where you're like, why did you make that happen? So yeah, we already mentioned Reanimator. I always love that. Yeah, Jeffrey Combs is the best at being like, the straight man to all the wacky and sometimes very disturbing stuff that goes on. Shout out to MVP Barbara Crampton for having to put up with that one scene, because that's horrifying. And then this one I don't own. I've been trying to find a physical copy of it for a while now. Society.
Oh, nice.
It's not outward. I mean, it's black humor. It's dark humor, and satirical a lot in ways. But the third act is gonna melt your brain, and like I said, you'll be laughing at some of the stuff you're seeing, and then you'll be like, why? So yeah, I'm not going to spoil Society for anyone who hasn't seen it, because
it's on Tubi. I just googled it.
Yeah, you need to go in cold. Like I need a physical copy with like all the supplemental material.
I'm going to tell you,
supple.
They got a pretty good cover for that one. That's got a solid cover.
I expect you to follow through on that, Max.
Oh yeah. You got to see that one.
Yeah, dude, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I know you. Oh my god, like I'm looking at. They've got like.
The images for this movie are terrifying.
Oh my god, like there's a face coming out of this person's ass.
You're spoiling it.
We told you to go in cold, guys. Come on.
I just googled it, and that's the first thing that popped up.
Well, stop googling things.
But
is my word not good enough for you?
Just go watch it on Tubi.
I wonder.
For all of our video listener or watchers, here you go. Wow, I'm sold. Mike.
Now you've ruined it for everyone.
I was trying to see where I could watch it, and that just it haunted me.
What I'm seeing here is that Videodrome and Society would be a great double feature.
Not doing it. That's a hard pass from Max.
That's great. Like I never thought I'd see this.
God,
Now that
It's gonna bring back like a pointer and it's be like, what we see here is
Started ass eating.
Break it down, Dan. I'm
failure
that
to communicate.
Are all the people's faces coming out of their asses?
We'll just watch it. Yeah, just watch the movie. If you want to find out more about the butt faces, just watch it.
Find out more about the butt faces. Oh man.
Oh man. We haven't done a Three Geeks commentary in a while. We should do that for that movie.
No.
Sure.
I gotta be a very
kind of.
Yeah.
Yes, Jesse, thank you. That is exactly it's exactly what that is.
You'll never want to see a bottle of Crisco again in your life.
Jesse, if you want to watch a happy film, watch Videodrome.
No,
you're a liar.
Don't do it.
You just said I should pair those two movies together. Why would that be a thing?
Do it.
Existence. There you go.
No.
Man, what a way to end the list.
All right, go ahead, Max.
Republican.
Max and I keep pushing the button at the same time.
Looks like George is being censored.
Aww. He's got a tender tummy.
I don't blame you, George.
Oh, George. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I'm actually really hungry, George.
Oh, George. We have such sights to show you.
What a sentence.
George is not.
Stop!
Oh my!
I don't even want to be here right now.
George is AFK. He's currently huddled up in a corner crying somewhere.
Yeah. In
I'm
the
trying
shower.
to give you guys a like because you're my friends and you're showing me these images.
Why?
Oh my!
Next time you're in Columbus, George, come over. You, me, and Dan can watch it while we have lunch.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
That's fine.
lasagna.
Max will definitely not attend that one.
I'm down for some lasagna.
Ugh, no, thank you.
My number one is Evil Dead. I got a chance to meet Bruce Campbell once, and I remember saying, like, I hope he chokes Tony. And then we got into the booth. I didn't ask. And then he put Tony in a headlock, like, to choke him. And it was fantastic. Like, I love Bruce Campbell so much. And
I hope he chokes my child.
Yeah. And he just left Tony there and left, and it was fine.
He pulled Tony up on stage too later that day. And they did, like a 1 minute bit.
Tony was the cute kid at the super awesome question at
Nice.
Bruce Campbell gave him $1.
Oh.
But no, Bruce Campbell, I love Bruce Campbell. And had I seen all the Evil Dead movies when we had done the thing at VGMX, I would have started with Evil Dead 2 because Evil Dead 2 pretty much retcons the first Evil Dead movie.
Yeah.
So I would have done that. And
No.
Somebody
had that.
Oh yeah, a couple of us did. Yeah, a
It
couple
was in
of
my
us did.
Supernatural pairing with the Lost Boys.
Apparently, you weren't watching the whole show. You see now, like there's this comment, George, and then you say this. So I don't think you were watching the whole show, George.
Well, see,
Yeah,
he was eating, and then he saw the nasty pictures, and he had to throw up. And then he's gonna miss more.
We're about to get
Then he came
censored.
back again.
What happened, George, is that your brain is slowly erasing certain parts of the podcast to save yourself. So.
It's like tattooing images on his body, just like Memento.
Who am
Forgetting
I?
things.
Oh my goodness!
Don't watch Society.
Some weird like they live situation. It's just like the
Nice.
society is.
I love They Live. It's got Roddy Piper in it and everything.
Oh yeah. Talk to comedy horror guy Max.
Oh.
You'd like to know who has the best cover art?
He really likes the cover of They Live.
Yeah, he's the guy that went to like the video store in the 90s and like looked at all the movies and then left.
Yeah.
Like got a pretty good idea of what
only happened a few times. I ended up working at Blockbuster.
So you had to do it for your job.
I'm never renting a movie from there. I was just like, hey, if you don't get enough from the cover, then you're doing it wrong.
Huh.
Whole 2
That's like-
hours.
Photo.
That's
Here's
like
a photo
Pat
of
Boone's quote there.
Here we go. Here's George watching us right now.
Oh, goodness. That's I do enjoy that excellent mustache.
I know the facial hair is
Yeah,
perfect on
yeah.
that guy. He's great.
Honestly, that sandwich looks pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's a huge sandwich too, right? That's,
Yeah.
Amazing.
that's like 4 buns.
I feel like that's Photoshop. Like, that's not a real sandwich.
What kind of
You turn the
bread?
sandwich around, it's got an ass face in it.
That's true.
That sandwich has been shunted. I said too much as well.
Why do I do this to myself?
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
What a fun show, Max.
Oh.
List of movies he's gonna watch. I can't wait to hear Max's reaction to Society.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where
I'm
we
never
live.
gonna watch that movie. I will never ever watch that movie.
Oh, you're doing it.
Yeah.
Mike's gonna have me like taped to the chair, fucking like.
Yeah.
I'm withholding chat cave privileges until you watch it.
Oh no! I really enjoy
Nice.
Chat Cave.
Nice, Mike. Mike's my hero.
Stern but fair.
We got Chat Cave stuff coming down the pipe too, so check out Mike's channel for some hot Chat Cave action.
I'm just gonna switch out the Batman stuff with Society. I'll be like, so Max, we're doing a live commentary. I sent you a little file you need to watch.
It's just those are the butt faces.
Like I just start crying.
Your door locks magically.
Here, Max, I got an early release of the Batman.
Don't do
2.
it.
It's
Don't
very
do it.
dark.
Yeah.
Nope. Yeah.
What is the penguin doing to that lady?
Why is the penguin's face coming out of his ass?
Does that mean he has 2 faces? Oh God, it is 2
Oh
faces.
God, he's coin flipping. He's coin flipping.
Justin, that's so funny because Colin Farrell's penguin makeup, like you could see that character in this movie at some point, probably.
Oh yeah, that's the twist. Penguin is actually Two-Face because he's got a face coming out of his ass.
It's like Malignant, where like he just handstands and tries to murder people with his butt.
Like holding a gun with his feet.
Oh, what list have we discovered?
Oh, folks, you've heard it all here. We got people murdering people with their butts, trying to find out how somebody with a butt face poops. You've heard it all.
No one talked about that.
Is it a butt face or a face butt?
Man,
I'm gonna say it's a butt face because the butt was there first, and then the face.
I hope the butt was there first.
Yeah, I mean,
It'd almost have to be. You'd be really sad person if suddenly a butt appeared on your face.
maybe it started as ears. You don't know.
Just your cheeks start just growing out and out.
Yeah. The other thing is too, like they sit down, like they sit down on that, like you just sit on your face, like the whole time.
I mean, there's whole categories and certain websites about that.
Yeah.
I'm just laughing
This is
because you're all hyper focused on the butt face. The butt face is the tamest aspect of that.
What's where the butt should be? Is it a face?
Oh, man, I'm just laughing because you're all like up in arms about that one image. I'm just like, there's so much worse.
I'm not gonna find out. I'm not gonna find out.
Well, when the second Google image is that, it's probably.
I'm happy to let that be.
No more.
Fear plays a large part in family life.
I feel like something's gonna happen. If I scratch the surface, there'll be something terrible.
He's afraid his sister is not what she seems.
Bad so far. I like this part.
He thinks his friends are out to
So
get
far,
him.
there's nothing
Make
happening,
waves,
man.
Whitney. You're gonna drown.
Yeah.
People are
And a
what
bald
they
guy
are.
with the island haircut.
Now you have to learn to accept that.
He's about to find out the truth.
With a knife. See?
Man, look at that mullet.
So why are you guys
Yeah.
doing this to me, huh?
We need to
What,
grow
you've been
stuff.
living
Come
with
on,
these people all your
people.
life and you didn't know anything about this?
They're not gonna put that in the
Worse
trailer.
than
Okay?
he
No.
could ever
I
imagine.
forget what to give away.
If you don't follow
There you go, George. I hope you
Billy,
were eating an apple.
bad things will happen.
Didn't you know, Billy Boy? The rich have only sucked off low-class scum like you.
What?
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, that's where the face butt is.
Why are you so intense? Now, some people make the rules and some people follow the rules. It's a question of what you're born to.
You never were one of us.
Yeah, give him a fist.
You know, you really deserve what's going to happen to you. I don't think so. Wait.
Can't
you see they're setting you up for something? You know how I hate to give you drugs.
You know how I hate to give you drugs.
Billy.
No.
Bill Whitney is about to become one
Showtime, Billy!
with society.
Who are you? Let me give you a hand, Bill.
Oh my God. Listen to Flick'em.
In Beverly Hills,
Oh, I'm in.
fear
I am in.
is only the beginning.
Anything for society.
Oh boy.
Yeah, the lead actor's name is Billy Warlock. So,
Yeah. Brian Usna.
yep, Brian
His
used
cousin Adam.
Yeah.
I mean, I paired those purposely because Stuart Gordon, Brian used
Yeah.
I go hand in hand. So,
And it goes well with a fucking dry Sauvignon and some fucking aged mozzarella.
Is that a Hannibal reference?
What has you got there?
From
From Beyond?
another one I'd recommend.
Nice.
If you can't handle
Love that.
society, maybe you can handle From Beyond.
You gotta baby step your way into face butts. Butt
Yeah.
face.
That's why you start with chest vagina.
Literally.
Don't say baby step.
I feel like chest vagina is equally as disgusting.
Visceral.
There's no easy that's not baby stepping it in.
Well,
That's just
There's a difference with Videodrome. There's not really any glee going on with the chest vagina. In Society, there's a fair amount of, as you saw in the trailer, some glee going on with all the disgusting stuff. Cronenberg's like, no, I'm going to give you a chest vagina, and you're just going to have to sit with it. No laughs. Long live the new flesh.
Oh, terrible.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for joining us. 3 Geeks Podcast. Check out Mike at youtube.com/Mike McGTV, where he has been making some great short films. Highly recommend his YouTube page. Check him out at Mike McGTV on all the social media.
No butt faces, I promise.
Or face butts.
Well, he didn't say no face butts.
I guarantee face butts.
It's like an unpopular wrestling move. Like,
Oh, come on, brown noser.
Was it Yokozuna?
What's that smell? Oh, you know what that smells.
Oh no!
Oh my!
We will be at Fanboy Expo in Columbus, Ohio. Come say hi. We'll be there with our friend John Orlando. John is actually at Space today. Which
Space was today?
We met them. Yeah.
Oh man.
Agree, George.
George
Agree.
Thanks, George and Jesse, for tuning in. Thank you to everybody else that tuned in. We will chat with you guys next week. Have a great day.
Recycle your droids.
Don't listen to us in public.